What is going on, guys? This is Mr. T, and that's right, we have traveled into the future when I am now at Town Hall 9 with level 14, 13 heroes. I am here to show you today how I get Dark Elixir for these heroes, as well as how I barge as a Town Hall 9 in the Gold and Silver Leagues. As you guys know, Gold and Silver Leagues are abundant with loot when it comes to Elixir, Dark Elixir, and Gold, but there's a specific way that you can use to raid that you can get 30,000 Dark Elixir in 1 hour. Now, I've been telling my clan members that I can get 30,000 Dark Elixir in 1 hour, and a lot of them are a little bit hesitant, and that's okay, I understand that, but I'm going to show you today a couple of the steps that I use to get 30,000 Dark Elixir in 1 hour. Now, step one is you need to boost your barracks. Now, you can definitely not have your barracks boosted as you do this, but if you're like me and you have a real job and you want to do things other in your day other than play Clash of Clans, you're gonna have to boost your barracks. So I boost my barracks. You can choose to boost your spell factory as well as your archer queen, however it is not required. If I do boost my spell factory, I like to boost it with rage spells only. You're gonna see why that is in a second. If I do boost my heroes, I only boost my archer queen because regardless of the level of the archer queen, she's so good at picking off Dark Elixir storages as well as collectors, drills, and mines. So regardless of whether or not you're just going for Dark Elixir, if you're going for any kind of loot, I'm going to show you today some of the bases that I look for. If I am shooting for trophies, I like to look for bases, Town Hall 8s or Rush Town Hall 9s, and there's plenty of those in Silver and Gold League that I can hit their Town Hall or get 50% relatively easily in. If I'm shooting only for Dark Elixir, I try to use as little troops as possible and get as much Dark Elixir as possible. Sometimes I can use even 10 troops and get 1,800 Dark Elixir. I'm going to show you some of those attacks today, hopefully. Right here in Gold and Silver League, you can definitely use a very small amount of troops, and with your Archer Queen, get a bunch of Dark Elixir. So I'm going to show you a bunch of those attacks today. I am not going to show you a full hour of boost. If you can see here, I've already been boosted for a little bit. I've been barching it up a little bit. I have to upgrade both my King, and I already have Dark Elixir for that to level 15, as well as my Queen. I'm trying to get 15 heroes before the end of the month here. So I'm going to show you how I do this, and let's go right into it, guys. Oh man, and the first type of base here is kind of perfect. You know, it has 1,236 Dark Elixir, and again, I'm not shooting for trophies, so I may have to use my Queen, but I really may not. I'm going to, if you can see here, the Dark Elixir storages look about half full, which is really not bad. That means that I'm gonna get probably about 800 to 900 Dark Elixir out of them. And from what I can see here, this area right here looks really easy to come in with Barch in. I'm definitely gonna get that Dark Elixir mine drill right there. Now over here is where I'm going to use my Queen because there's a little bit more buildings surrounding this area. So I want to get all the loot, but I don't want to have to use up my Queen or as many troops as I can. So I'm going to drop a couple troops here, just check for giant bombs. A lot of people like to be jokers and drop giant bombs right there, which is cool. You know, they're trying to prevent people like me from getting the loot, but I still get all the loot, baby. You know how we do. All right. Get the Dark Elixir drill. Bam! Dark Elixir drill goes down, and I'm going to come out over here, and as you know, if I want to get 30,000 Dark Elixir in an hour of boost, I got to be efficient, guys, so I don't want to use that many troops, and I also want to make sure, oh, there's a little bit clan castle coming in there, so I'm going to drop my rage spell just to make sure that I can bounce out of this attack relatively quickly, and I'm going to bounce out 729 Dark Elixir there, guys, with only a relatively small troop expenditure. As you can see here, I only really spent 43 barbarians, 47 archers, 1 rage spell, and my archer queen, and got 729 Dark Elixir. That's really not bad, guys, and as you can tell, my barbarians and archers are still training up. I'm going to show you what I have here in my barracks. In my barracks, I have, as you can tell, I have some wall breakers. I only do the wall breakers in the barbarian barracks, so I do 16 wall breakers here. And I train them up just to make sure that I always have a healthy amount of wall breakers in case I want to break into the base. You got to give barbarians and archers a little bit more credit. They do have the potential and the power to break into bases as quickly as possible, especially when raged up. But you got to break them in with some wall breakers, otherwise they're going to struggle in the outside of the base. You can use giants, however, I find that giants take a little bit longer to train. If I do use giants, I use some clan castle giants. My clan is great, providing me with some giants for my looting. They know that I'm trying to get my heroes up because I'm trying to get back into war, so they're very supportive of that. And if you're in a clan that's not very supportive of that, try to find a clan that understands, you know, hey, I'm just trying to upgrade my heroes, I'm going to be in war again. Hopefully you've done things in war with them in the past so you can have that credibility. But anyway, now my troops are almost full again. I normally don't wait until they're all the way full. However, in this case I did, because I want to show you a full attack where I actually go into the base. Let's find that attack. This base right here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. A bunch of loot, 2,300 dark elixir, and a bunch of elixir and gold. And if you're looking for some of that elixir and gold as well, this is the perfect type of base to do that. You can tell there's a mine over here, or a drill, that's all the way full. The other drill is right here. The dark elixir storage has a bunch of loot, so we want to get in there, guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to break open here from the bottom area, from the south of my wall breakers and my barch. I'm going to try to clear out some of these buildings on the outside. I'm going to send some barbarians and archers here just to get this drill right here. And I'm going to end the battle as soon as my barbarians and archers are able to get to that dark elixir storage. I'm going to try to get the town hall, but if I can't get the town hall, that's okay. Again, I'm not shooting for trophies. The town hall does have a little bit of loot, but not enough to really justify spending my archer queen when it is not fully necessary to do so. If you notice, I am dropping my archers in a way that the outside structures are going to be destroyed before the inside structures, and that is ideally so they break open into the inside once they are done. I'm going to drop a raid spell there, and the troops are going to go in. Archer queen goes in. Let's go, guys. Oh, I think they have a clan castle coming in. All right. So you do have a clan castle dragon coming in. That is okay. I can deal with the clan castle dragon. I'm going to drop a couple more wall breakers in there. Drop the rest of my barch. They do have a balloon. The balloon is down. The archer queen took care of that. That is the benefit of having a raged up archer queen as well as a raged up barch. They can really take out a bunch of structures before they even know what's going on, guys. So I got the dark elixir storage, and bam, there goes the town hall. Archer queen ability just to preserve some of that HP, and there goes the loot, guys. 214,000 gold, 177,000 elixir, 1 star, and 2,200 dark elixir. I did spend most of my troops. I did use 9 wall breakers. So what I like to do is when I come back to my base here, ooh, I got some level 7 giants from Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. All right, I like to put in those 9 wall breakers that I just lost there, and because your barracks are boosted, you're going to continue to build those troops as you search. And one thing I want to tell you guys here, this is very important. As I am searching for my base, the reason I don't like to fully replenish the troops right here sometimes, and I like to go straight into the next battle, even though I don't have a full army, is because you notice the timer right here has at 38 minutes. I'm going to do a couple of attacks here, and I'm going to show you that 38 minutes is not actually going to pass at the rate that you would think it does. It actually passes a little bit slower. What happens is that when you're looking for the base, the timer actually momentarily slows or actually stops as you're looking for the base. I think Supercell did this because in the higher leagues, when you're looking for Titans or Legends play, people get mad because they lose their timer on their barracks that they boosted. Now, this does not happen all the time. This has only happened with me with Barch, but I can't guarantee that this is true. So now there's 37 minutes and 52 seconds. I'm going to go right in. I'm going to try to do a couple of attacks rapid fire here, guys. I'm going to try to find a good base here. And I'm going to show you that the timer does actually slow. I know it's kind of weird, guys, but it definitely happens. Let's see what we can do here. Let's try to find a good base here. That's 3 next, 4 next. All right. Gonna go through. And no, that's not enough dark elixir to justify going into that base. No, not that one either. Sometimes it takes a little bit, guys, but most of the time you can do this pretty quickly. Oh, here we go, guys. A really rushed Town Hall 9. Oh, man, I'm going to tear into this base. So you can see here, they have level 8 archer towers there. That looks like a level 2 wizard tower. I think there's a level 4 or 5 mortar there, but it's not really going to matter, guys. It's going to destroy this base. All right. So let's put some barbarians here just to make sure that there's no giant bombs on the outside. Wall breakers coming in. Let's go, guys. All right, barbarians, archers coming in, queen coming in. Sometimes I like to drop them in sets here, so I drop a little bit of barbarians, a little bit of archers. That's in case there's a giant bomb somewhere. That way they don't all die at the same time, and that way you can get a pretty healthy amount of them in without really having to kill too many of them. Raid spell coming in. Let's go, guys. I'm gonna have to break into this base here. I want all that loot. I'm gonna send in a couple more wall breakers. Oh, I think I sent in all of them. All right, that's okay. I sent the rest of the wall breakers there. I want to get them. Now I'm gonna send the rest of my archers. Oh, some of them are going to the right. That's okay. Oh, and a lot of them did not actually go into that rage spell. That is okay. Activate the queen ability. She's going to get the dark elixir storage as well as the town hall, I believe. Even if I don't rage her up, I think she'll be fine regardless. Yeah, I think she's out of the range of everything except that mortar over there, so that's going to be okay. So I want to get the town hall here because it did have quite a bit of loot inside. And as you see here, the Tesla is out of the range of my queen here, so she's going to be just fine. I got 57% here, and it's going to be 58% and a bunch of loot. 1700 dark elixir, almost no golden elixir, and again, I'm not really shooting for those because I just won dark elixir for my heroes. So 1700 dark elixir there for 100 barbarians, 7 wall breakers, and 84 archers, as well as a rage spell. That really is not too bad, guys. If you think about it, if you're trying to get dark elixir, 1700 dark elixir, you can normally get that with a full attack, but I'm using partial attacks here, or relatively small amounts of troops in terms of expenditure, and I'm still getting a bunch of loot, guys. So those 7 wall breakers I just spent, I'm going to put them back in here and replenish that. Again, I don't really mind having less barbarians in my army than my archers, and because the barbarians train a little bit faster, that is perfectly okay. So I'm not sure how long that attack took in terms of me nexting for the troops, but I think we have 37 and something minutes left. And look, now we have 36 minutes and 15 seconds, guys. You cannot tell me that the time that I spent searching and looking for that army was only about a minute and a half. It was actually all longer than that. And what I'm going to do is, for this video, I'm going to put a timer on the top of how long it took me before I started looking for the troops and when I came back into my base. It actually was not too long, guys, and I can tell you that that amount of time that you save doing that is precious because you're able to get more bang for your buck. You spend those 25 or so gems, but you're able to get a bunch of loot during that time. And I'm telling you, that time is precious. So again, you're making sure that you boost your barracks. You can boost your spell factory, and if you do, you boost it for rage. You can boost your heroes, but I only boost my queen because the king is not able to pick up the storages like I did in that last attack. And I'm going to keep going, guys. Here, I'm going to show you a few more attacks, but they're going to be rapid fire. This video is already long enough, so I'm going to show you a few more attacks here, but they're not going to be commentated as I'm doing right now. I'm only going to show you just the bare minimum here, just to get you an idea for what this looks like. And then I'm going to show you my log in a little bit after I'm done. All right? Oh, here we go, guys. There's another base here with a full dark elixir storage, so I definitely want to get to that town hall and I want to get to that loot. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to come in with the barge from this side and send in the archer queen, and on this side I'm only going to send in the barbarians and archers. I'm going to send in a couple right here just to get rid of these structures here, but over on this side I want to send the house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the town hall first with just as little barbarians and archers as possible. I have these level 7 giants here in the clan castle, and this is why I use giants in the clan castle, guys. And preferably you want to use high level giants because it makes your life a lot easier in terms of doing what I want to do here. So I only want to get to that town hall there, so I'm going to send everything in. I'm going to drop a raid spell there just because I want to get to it relatively quickly. I don't want to spend too much time trying to get to this town hall here, so I think the archers are going to pick it up. All right, there we go. So on this side I'm going to come in. I have 7 wall breakers left. That is perfectly fine. 7 wall breakers. So I'm gonna drop in my wall breakers right here. Boom, they break open that. And drop in a couple barbarians and archers. Queen, king coming in. All right, let's go, guys. Let's drop a raid spell right there. Drop a couple wall breakers. And here we go, guys. The king is, oh, the king was dying over there. All right, let's go, Mr. King. All right, archer queen coming in. Couple more wall breakers. All right, let's go. Definitely want to get to the rest of that loot there, especially that Dark Elixir storage. That is beautiful in there. I don't know how much Dark Elixir that is, but that is quite a bit of Dark Elixir. My Queen is targeting the Elixir storage there. My Barbarians and Archers got it. There we go, guys. 43%. Do I want to shoot for the 50? Let's shoot for the 50, guys. Archer Queen ability activated. Here we go, guys. 48, 50%. 2 stars, guys. 225,000 Elixir, 1,600 Dark Elixir. That's how we do it, y'all. All right, here we go. So as we're coming back, I think I used 7 wall breakers there. So I'm going to put in 7 more wall breakers. You got to keep replenishing those wall breakers, guys. They're extremely important in terms of getting the loot that you want. All right, and as I'm coming back here, I think I'm going to fast forward some attacks here just because I don't want to make this video unnecessarily long. But a request for a few more giants here. And let's fast forward to some attacks here. I got 110. I think usually, even with the heroes, I like having about 150 troops minimum. And again, I had 36 minutes when I left my base. Now I have 33. That was about 3 minutes. I mean, that may actually be accurate. It works for the most part when you're looking for a base for relatively long periods of time. That's when the timer seems to slow down. And I have 71,000 Dark Elixir here, so I've made quite a bit of Dark Elixir in just a few attacks. 1,600, 1,700, 2,200, 1,900 about 18 minutes ago. So if I do some quick math there, that's 1,900 plus 2,200, that's what, 4,100? And then 5,800 there with the 1,700, and then 1,600, so that's what, 7,400 Dark Elixir in 18 minutes, guys. If I translate that to a full hour, that's about 30,000. It's a little bit less than that, I believe, if I'm doing the quick math here, guys. But I did stop a little bit to record. I stopped a little bit to do a few things, and not every loot, not every base is going to look the same way. It's going to be a little bit different. But on average, guys, I can get about 30,000 Dark Elixir per session that I have here. And I'm going to keep this going, guys. So let's go. Alright guys, that just about wraps it up for this video. That was a bunch of Dark Elixir that I got in a very, very short amount of time. I had some very good raids in there. I also had some very questionable raids, but I think I'm feeling pretty satisfied with the results that I got. 34 minutes ago was when I started seriously looting, and I got a bunch of Dark Elixir. I'm gonna add those up and tell you how much I got during that time. And if you like this video, guys, please remember to gently slap that like button for me. And please smack that subscribe button if you want to see more of my content. Thank you guys so much. This is Mr. T. Peace.